11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baltimore, Maryland for Week 4 SFL action. Today we have the Denver Nightwings against the Baltimore Vultures. It's a beautiful 85-degree day today, and we're almost ready for action. I'm Andy Hamilton, and I'm joined in the booth by Hall of Famer and Arizona team owner, Eddie Gage. Eddie, very important game ahead of us.
What up, though? I don't know about you, Andy, but 85 degrees where I come from is a bit nippy outside. But despite that, two teams with both high-powered offenses are going at it. In my opinion, it's going to be a matter of who steps up defensively in regards to who takes down this win.
Denver comes in today undefeated, and Baltimore hasn't lost since Week 1. Eddie, in looking at this matchup, what does each team need to do to collect a win today?
As I said a moment ago, in my opinion, it's going to be the defense. Who can get that critical stop to get their team off the field and get their offense back on the field, Andy?
Defense wins championships. Well, with Mark Chisholm and Benjamin Warner joining us for stats, Commissioner Cameron Irvine producing today's game, we are in for a treat. Denver wearing white with the blue sleeves on the road. Baltimore is at home in red and black. And with the coin toss, it looks like Denver has elected to kick the ball away, Eddie, and start out on defense. Both of these teams have star kickers as well, which are very good players, and both of them were able to secure wins last week. Denver beating Atlanta in Denver, Colorado, and Baltimore going on the road and escaping with a win against Carolina. Ball is on the tee. Can the Nightwings stay undefeated? Can Baltimore get the upset at home? Find out right now. Kick is away, and we are underway in Week 4. Baltimore will take a knee and start out at their own 20. Mike Dazzo, 10th season in the league. Eddie, the veteran, leads this offense.
As you stated, he's been around for a long time. He's seen every bit of coverage, whether it's press man, zone, man underneath, two under, what have you. He's seen it all. It's interesting to see what Denver does to try and slow him down today.
1st and 10 from the 20. 3 receivers spread out. Denver has 4 down, and Dazzo will take the snap. Stands in the pocket, going to throw on 1st down into a lot of coverage, and it's almost intercepted. Plenty of defenders had a chance at that one, Eddie.
Yeah, Denver comes out in a press man look. Baltimore counters with a doubles and tries to hit the man on the crosser. Anytime you can get those two receivers to cross up on a crossing pattern versus man coverage, you can sometimes get a guy open, but Denver's defense stood tall on that play.
2nd and 10. T-Roy Gaines is the back for Baltimore. An all-purpose bell cow they use in a lot of different ways, but they will throw. Nice little arrow route there right to the middle of the field is good for 8. Catch made by Ivory Irvin.
Denver mixing up their coverages already early in this contest. This time they drop back in zone. Dazzle recognizes it and gets an easy 8-yard pickup.
And that'll set him up with an important 3rd and 2 here. This Baltimore defense, or Denver defense, trying to get off the field. Dazzo stands in the pocket, throws underneath. That is caught. Irvin again, 1st down to the 34.
Moving those chains, trying to set the tone here early on how this game is going to go. As you see, these teams very proficient on offense.
Yeah, 3rd down numbers very important. Both teams over 60% in the top half of the league. We will make sure to watch that for the rest of today's game, as well as watch the twitch.tv/FTF Next Chat. You can chat with players, coaches, and owners of these teams. Flip out to T-Roy Gaines on 1st and 10. Gaines will get 6 yards before being wrapped up.
Gaines, and a very emotional player. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He takes every loss personally. Looking to come out here and make a statement, make things easier for his quarterback.
Last week had the touchdown on the ground for Baltimore and the one through the air. So Gaines used in a litany of ways. They'll throw again here. Out route top of the screen is good for 3 or 4 more. It looks like Baltimore, Eddie, so far in this drive is working the short game.
Oh, absolutely. They're one of the more underneath route takers that we have here in the SFL, methodically working their way downfield.
And Denver yet to counter with some type of cover 2 or soft coverage to cover those flats and short zones. We'll see if they elect to do something like that in this game at all. Here is 3rd and 1. Flip out to Gaines. Plenty of room. Has the first down, but will not get very much further than that. Only out to the 47-yard line.
Not much further than that, but move those chains regardless. Denver drop back in coverage. Easy first down for Baltimore.
Denver, one of our only undefeated teams this season, still alive, trying to keep that record alive here against Baltimore. Handoff up the middle, stuffed. Denver read that one really well, and there to make the tackle right up the middle was Blank Check.
Blank Check made the play, but his defensive line is what got him that play. Center got walked back 2 yards in the backfield, nowhere for T-Roy to go.
2 rookie defensive ends on this Denver defense, which we'll get to shortly. Gaines is the lone back, and they are going to throw. They'll dump it off short underneath, and let's run through the Baltimore offense. Mike Dazzo leads the way at quarterback. T-Roy Gaines, the halfback. Ivory Irvin, Daley Holder, and Mac Chima are the receiving threats, all veterans. Lloyd Graham Jr., the veteran tight end in his 4th season, and the rookie Jay Hayden, number 43, also plays tight end. This Baltimore offense now faces 3rd and 10. They need to get into Denver territory to move the chains. Dazzo, floater on the all slants, and he's got the first down to the 42, right underneath the defense.
Lloyd Graham on the reception. Believe it or not, he has 22 targets already on this young season, 17 catches. That's 3rd amongst all tight ends.
Richie Leopold had the tackle, the inside linebacker, a week 2 signing. We'll go over his numbers a little bit shortly here. He's a good linebacker. Dazzo going to throw again. Oh, almost taken away. Cutting underneath the route there was Nick Kindler, and he almost made him pay.
Yeah, if he catches that football, Andy, there's no one behind him but offensive lineman. He would have walked into the end zone.
Cuts right in front of Mac Chima. Let's go through this Denver defense. Marlon Marshall, Michael Rochester are the ends. Des Troyer, the defensive tackle. Richie Leopold and Adam Wiseman are the linebackers. Matt Papineau, Nick Kindler, and Rosca Santagria are the cornerbacks. Josh Vasquez, the free safety, and Barry Barkley, the strong safety. 4 wide here for Dazzo to throw again. All slants underneath and tackled right at the 34. Baltimore will make that 3rd down a little more manageable.
Lloyd Graham with his 2nd catch early on this drive, looking to help out his quarterback. 90-yard slants. The tight end.
And another 3rd down attempt here for the Vultures. They usually get 62% on 3rd down. Again, a very important stat as we move through this game. Here is Dazzo to throw again. Dazzo stains the pocket. Oh, wow. How did he find Ivory Irvin there?
He found him because his offensive line gave him all day to wait for him to clear that zone out between between him and his tight end. It was easy pickings, just waiting for him to clear the zone.
1st and 10, 6:20 to go here. This Baltimore drive, 13 plays in. 2 receivers wide. Here's Dazzo to throw again. Stands in the pocket. Pressure coming, and he's dropped. Baltimore goes down. A sack for Denver, and the play is made there by Michael Rochester.
Michael Rochester said enough is enough. You guys had all day, far too long. If I don't make a play soon, my coach is going to look to pull me to the sideline.
First sack in that young rookie's career. Congrats, Mr. Rochester. Plenty of rookies making impact coming over from the SFL minor league. Rochester coming out of Annapolis. 3 receivers wide on 2nd and a country mile. Dazzo stands in the pocket, going to sling this one near side. No, out of bounds. Was trying to find Mac Chima, could not.
Mac Chima, of Quarterback held onto the ball just a little bit too long, but he had to, as the cornerback was sitting out in that zone, looking to take that one to the house as well, Andy.
Dazzo today, 9 of 12 so far on this first drive. Only 4.8 yards per attempt, though, Eddie. They have been keeping it short, but here on 3rd and 14, they're going to have to try and send one deep. Here's Dazzo. Pressure coming. Is going to roll out of the pocket and just floats that one away. They are going to give Shark Tarkington an attempt. Eddie, what do you think about that call?
I don't mind the play call, but it's the decision. He would have been better off running with the football and picking up a few extra yards to make life a little bit easier for Shark Tarkington. Yeah.
Tarkington is going to come out. He was 2 for 2 last week, 7 for 7 this season, has hit 100% of his kicks. And this one will be a difficult one. It's going to be about a 46, 47-yarder, trying to give Baltimore the lead here. Adam Jefferson will try and hold. Snap is back, hold down. Tarkington sends it on a boot, and he would have had that one from 55. Good, and Baltimore takes a 3-0 lead. Eddie, what a kick.
Maybe that's why he wasn't worried about throwing that ball out of bounds, because he knew Shark had plenty of distance on his leg.
Don't go anywhere. The Vultures take a 3-0 lead, and we'll be right back. It's the SFL on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Back here in Baltimore, Maryland, Andy Hamilton along with Eddie Gage in the booth for this contest between two great teams. Denver getting the ball now, and they will return it out to the 21, and we will see their offense for the first time today. Eddie, 6 minutes of offense for this Baltimore offense, and Mike Dazzo. And coming out now for Denver is their quarterback and leader, Josh Miller, only in his 6th season in the league.
123 pass attempts coming into this game, ranks 5th amongst all SFL quarterbacks.
And he has a good back in the backfield as well, Jared McChesney, the lone back. They will throw on first down out to McChesney, and he runs through a man and goes out of bounds and picks up 5. But when we talk about these quarterbacks, 2 of the better ones.
Oh, absolutely. As we stated, Josh Miller, a lot of pressure put on that young man. He totes the rock around. He, as we said, throws a lot of pass attempts trying to get his team winning ball games.
Both QBs 6 touchdowns on the season, 6 interceptions as well for Miller, only 2 this season so far for Dazzo. Josh Miller with the snap here will throw deep down the middle of the field, and it's batted away. Not going to happen there on Giovanni Bolt.
Giovanni Bolt, the lone remaining member of this secondary. The 3 others left via free agency or retirement, along with Amon Takes. He's a veteran. They're going to rely on him to make plays and direct this secondary.
Have been reworking this defense. Now an important 3rd and 5. Gun straight here for Denver. 4 down linemen for Baltimore. Josh Miller stands in the pocket, delivers. That one is caught on the outside by Giacomo Jones.
Giacomo Jones, known to run the out routes in an occasional post. Doesn't go over the middle quite as much as other number 1 receivers, but he was up to task on that occasion.
Jones averaging 10.7 yards per catch this season. They'll line up in the same formation and look to throw again. Miller going to go on a corner route. That one's caught down the right sideline. What a catch by Logan Keel in traffic.
Logan Keel is their big play threat on this offense. Everyone else has been pretty much a possession receiver. He already has 24 targets and 22 catches coming into this contest. By far the best in the league.
Climbs the ladder there and is able to haul it in before Giovanni Bolt cleans it up. And that'll move them into Vultures territory at the 33. No carries yet from Jared McChesney. 1st and 10 here, 4 minutes to go. Miller 3 of 4 for 46 yards. Here's the carry to McChesney, right up the gut, bounces off 1 and is able to pick up 3.
He actually took a rib shot there, and it knocked him back for a bit, but he's a big, powerful young man. Fought it off and got an extra half yard.
That'll set up 2nd and 7. 3 to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom here for Miller. And he will throw. Miller, pressure coming, unloads across the middle. Caught down inside the 10 to the 9. The catch is made there by Bryce Battle.
Bryce Battle, he's one of those possession receivers I was just talking about, but he's also been a big play threat as well on occasion. This time he catches one over the middle. You know, Baltimore's coming out in this quarter's coverage, and Denver is taking advantage of it.
Lines them up 1st and goal here. 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. McChesney the lone back. They will play action. Miller going to float one. Tipped up and incomplete. Nice defensive play there from Frank Smith, the linebacker. Climbs the ladder.
Denver has been watching film on, Baltimore's been watching film on this Denver offense. They ran that play a number of times last week. Baltimore was ready for it.
And that'll set him up here. Split backs. 4-3 look out of this defense. Safety walked up to put 8 in the box. And Miller's going to throw. Well protected. Fires on the out route. Caught. And Logan Keel will take 6 yards there as easy as you can get.
3rd and 3 coming up. Want to be smart with the football here, but you also want to be aggressive. As my coach used to say, he used to call it being aggressively smart. You want to come away with points on this drive.
They do have Kramer Jackman, the star kicker, in case things go south here on 3rd and goal, but getting in the end zone would give Denver the lead. Here's the give to McChesney. McChesney bounces off of 2, and he's in! Touchdown, Jared McChesney! Touchdown, Denver!
McChesney coming into this game with 5 TD rushes. 5th in the SFL. Gets his 6th one there on a strong run.
Got walloped there at the end, and that hit right there put him over the goal line. It looked at him like he might have been stuffed until he took that last hit.
Oh, absolutely. But as we said earlier, he's a power back and one of the best in the league. He's one of the few power backs in the SFL who's capable of running inside and outside. This time he went straight up the middle through the A-gap and was able to secure a touchdown for Denver.
Kramer Jackman on to add the extra point, and that is going to set them up to take the lead by 4, and it is good. 7-3. Denver answers the Baltimore opening drive. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of football for you right here on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Welcome back to Baltimore, Maryland. 85 degrees, sunny today here in the Baltimore area. Andy Hamilton, along with the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage in the booth for you. Kick away from Kramer Jackman. Baltimore will have a chance to bring this one out of the end zone. They're going to bring it out across the 20 and to the 21. Well, if you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the world's first controlerless esport where strategy and AI, instead of your thumbs, determine the outcome. Teams are submitting game plans prior to the simulation, and the results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers turn players, scouts, coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit simulationfl.net for more information. Keith Griffiths Jr. in the chat saying he's just learned about this today. Hello, sir. Dazzo fires down underneath. That is caught on the sideline for 7 to the 27. Dazzo picking up right where he left off.
Both of these teams coming out in a lot of shotgun looks, Andy, looking like they're respecting the opposing team's defensive line.
Defensive lines on both are aplenty. The rookies, which we went over on the last drive, Marshall and Rochester, along with Des Troyer here for this Denver team, caused some havoc, had a sack on the last drive. 3 receivers wide for Dazzo here. Going to take a 5-step drop, delivers across the middle, caught. And that is going to be first down yardage to the 39-yard line. Daily Holder there.
Both of these teams, once again, Denver's showing a lot of press man look. And as long as Dazzo gets time, he should find open receivers because you can only hold these guys back for so long.
4 wide receivers wide in an empty set. T-Roy Gaines on the sideline for this 1st and 10. Here is Dazzo, short drop, going to fire into a lot of traffic, and it's caught for the first down. Dazzo showing no fear.
No fear whatsoever. Right in front of the safety and behind the cornerback. That he threaded a needle right there, Andy.
And that will set them up here. Dazzo so far today completing 75% of his passes, which is on pace with his season numbers. Dump out here to, I think that was T-Roy Gaines, got swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nice coverage over there by Adam Wiseman.
Adam Wiseman coming into this game with 29 tackles, none bigger than that one right there. Getting T-Roy for a loss is no small task.
2nd and 11 here as we tick down in the final minute of the first quarter. Here is Dazzo, another short drop, another out route. That is caught inbounds. Chima will pick up 6.
We talked about Josh on Denver's possession. Here we have Mike Dazzo. He came into this game with 135 pass attempts, 3rd most in the SFL.
Well, and speaking of pass attempts, Baltimore, 19 plays so far today, 18 of them through the air. Only 1 handoff to T-Roy Gaines. That one run play lost 2 yards. So Baltimore using an aerial attack. They will throw again, another out route, and that is short of the line to gain. Catch made by Daily Holder, but only for a yard.
Baltimore's going to have to punt this ball on the wrong side of the 50. That's a missed opportunity to take advantage to get a first down.
Too long for the field goal, so they are going to have to kick it away, and Denver up by 4 gets a good stop on the defensive side. Hunter is on. That is Pablo Gates. No rush from Denver. He will get this one away. It's going to bounce, and Baltimore fields it beautifully. They are going to pin Denver at the 6.
Great punt by this Baltimore team, and wow, I mean, you got to try to take advantage of this field position right here and get the ball back to your offense.
The community in Discord chose Baltimore. 56% of the fans believing that the Baltimore Vultures at home would be able to get the victory. They find themselves down by 4, and Denver has the football. Give Jared McChesney left side. McChesney still moving the feet, will pick up 3.
I couldn't see who that was, but it looks like Baltimore came up with a strong safety right there next to their starting linebackers trying to get this run game stopped.
That will take us to the end of 1. Denver 7, Baltimore 3, the road team on top. Plenty of football left. Don't go anywhere. It's the SFL on 11 Sports and for the fans. Back in Baltimore, SFL Week 4 action. The Denver Nightwings and the Baltimore Vultures. 4 wide here for Josh Miller. Miller going to take a deep shot down the field, and it's almost picked off. A diving attempt by Marvin Himes does not come up, and Denver will live to see 3rd and 7.
He made the catch but could not hold on to it. The ground caused to pop out. That would have been an amazing top 10 play there, Andy.
Instead, it'll be 3rd and 7. They need to find their way to the 12-yard line in order to pick up this first down. They're going to go with the same 4 wide set. McChesney, the lone back. 4-2 out of Baltimore's defense. Play action. Miller underneath. Caught. First down. Wide open underneath was R.E. Mills.
R.E. Mills comes into this game with not a single carry, but he has 8 catches on the season for 74 yards, which is impressive considering he's a fullback. None of them was bigger than that one, getting his team to move the chains and get them deep out of their own end.
Had 2 catches last week, and Mills able to move the chains there in order to make it 1st and 10 at the Denver 22. 2 backs in the backfield for Miller, and he will look to throw. He's going to dump it outside. That is caught. Logan Keogh will pick up 6. Well, Eddie, this Denver offense is led by Josh Miller, but if it weren't for the 2 guys up front, Gene Benazzi and D'Amico Ryans, making the impact at guard, he may not be what he is today.
Oh, absolutely. Both of these young men, including Gene Benazzi, was drafted just this season, looking to provide some pass protection as well as some running lanes for their tailback, trying to get this offense clicking.
Benazzi going to school in Sweden and is from France as McChesney gets blown up on the left side. Just showing, Eddie, that the SFL is really an international opportunity for anyone to play this great sport.
Oh, yeah. We got a team over across the pond in London, a team south of the border in Mexico City. I mean, your team, Vancouver, north of the border, we're just all over.
It's about 7 p.m. in France where Mr. Benazzi is watching. Play action for Miller. No, hit as he threw and barely got that one away. It wobbled and falls incomplete. Hit made by Tucker Lewis.
That's the 2nd time Denver has come out and tried to fool Baltimore with play action. Neither time did Baltimore buy it. and they've been studying their playbooks hard this week.
And that will force Denver to punt. Lily Long is on to kick this one away. And I believe Baltimore sends back Giovanni Bolt, the ever-dangerous return man. And at home, with a short field, you got to be nervous about kicking this one to him. Long puts the boot to it. Return will be collected, and it's a fair catch there at the 37.
Baltimore's going to get great field position. And we were talking during the break, Andy, about just how much Denver controls the ball in terms of pace and time possession and total number of plays. Thus far, Baltimore has dominated in that regard.
Only part they're not dominating in is points on the board, which unfortunately is the more important stat. 2 in the backfield. T-Roy Gaines dots the I. Dazzo gonna throw here. 8-step drop, deep bomb. Dazzo has the completion down the left side. No one's going to touch him. Ivory Irvin, touchdown, Baltimore.
The only thing that mattered was the pass protection. He came out in a 7-step drop, and as long as he had the protection, you can see this a mile away is going to be completed based off the coverage that they got. Big play Baltimore get his team right back in this contest. They lured him to sleep with a short passing game, come out with a 7-step drop, hit him deep, and just like that, with an extra point away from a 10-7 Baltimore lead.
Man, just burned him off the line. Matt Papineau could not keep up with the speed of Irvin. And then a couple missed tackles, and Baltimore right back in front, Eddie, just when I was talking about points being the most important stat.
Absolutely. That was Irvin's first TD reception on the season as well.
Which is somewhat shocking 4 games in. Kick on the way and good. Tarkington will make it a 3-point Baltimore lead. And what a way to do it. I mean, fireworks flying here in Maryland.
Keith Griffin, who just found this league earlier, as Cam mentioned, is talking about what a nice play design that was on the sideline. And you can see also his teammate, Teflon Ron, who I think has one of the better Discord names in the league. You can see his excitement as well.
If you want to get involved in the chat with players, coaches, and owners, you can head over to twitch.tv/FTF next. Let us know that you're viewing for the first time, and who knows, we might shout you out live right here on TV. Denver will take over. Let's run through their offense really quick, Eddie. Josh Miller, the quarterback. Jared McChesney, the halfback. R.E. Mills is the fullback. Giacomo Jones, Bryce Battle, and Logan Keel are the wide receivers. Jeremy Mosley, the tight end. We went through the offensive linemen on the last drive. Gene Benazzi and D'Amico Ryan. 1st and 10 here for Miller. Going to dump it out to McChesney out of the backfield. Oh, and he is walloped on the sideline. Nice hit from Marvin Himes.
Marvin Himes with a great number out there, number 27. There's a Hall of Famer in Arizona with that same number, so you expect him to make big plays.
Who's that? I've never heard of him. Just kidding. 2nd and 7 here. Heavy set. This is what they scored their touchdown out of. Baltimore looking to counter it with a 4-4. McChesney in the backfield with Mills. Mills leads the way, and McChesney stuffed right at the line. Tackle made there by Frank Smith, the rookie free agent.
The last time we seen Baltimore come out in a 4-4 look, they blitzed 2 of their linebackers. This play looked like they had a run blitz going on. They were ready for that play.
3rd and 7, an important 3rd down play here. 4 receivers wide, McChesney the lone back. Play action here for Miller, going to take a deep shot that is caught, hauled in, nearly at midfield, catch made by Bryce Battle.
Josh Miller is a veteran quarterback. The last time they came out in this formation, they ran this same play, and R.E. Mills caught a big catch for a 3rd down reception. This time, they cover R.E. Mills, but they didn't cover the guy over the top. 1st down, Denver.
Battle has 11 catches on the season, has 2 today for 40 yards with a long of 21, truly making an impact for this Night Wings team. Shotgun look here for Miller, gun straight. 4 down linemen for Baltimore. Here is the throw from Miller. Deep shot, tipped up, and taken away! Intercepted by Baltimore, number 27, Marvin Himes.
Marvin Himes living up to that jersey number we just talked about. sitting back and enjoying the riches off the ball that was batted down by his teammate. And wow, Baltimore has flipped the tide of this game. The momentum has shifted completely ever since that bomb.
First interception of the season for Himes gives Baltimore the ball back at their own 26, and the Vultures, with the lead, are in control of this clock and this football. Dazzo under center will look for a short throw. Out route there is caught. Ooh, spinning back in bounds. Irvin will pick up 3. And when we look at the upcoming slate, Eddie, lots of games today. 2:30 Eastern, Chicago and London. The crowd play game of the week, Louisiana at Mexico City, with your chance to win a $1,000 prize pool, Eddie, with the crowd play app. Portland and Carolina later, along with the Las Vegas game. Plenty of action all throughout today as T-Roy Gaines picks up another 3. And Eddie, if you haven't heard of crowd play, you're going to want to get on it. You can download crowd play, our partner for 2020, and play the game about the game. Follow the action and answer the questions for a chance to win a share of the $1,000 prize pool. Your chance to win is today at 4:30 when the undefeated Revolution travel to face the Aztecs. Crowdplay.com for more information. Here is Dazzo. Important third down caught, turning upfield, first down, Daily Holder.
Baltimore getting back to what they do best, the short passing game. They're keeping this Denver offense off the field with this short passing game. I just wonder if they're going to get T-Roy involved a little bit more today.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. And we talked about Louisiana and Mexico City later. The Revolution 3-0. Watching this Denver game closely to see if they will still be the only undefeated team when that crowd play game comes up later. Here's the give to Gaines off this right-hand side. Gaines good enough for 4.
Didn't look like much was there, but one of the main rules of a tailback, always keep your legs churning. T-Roy did there and turned nothing into a 4-yard gain.
It's a good rule for life, not just for running backs, Eddie. Always keep those legs moving.
That's right.
3 receivers wide, trips tight to the top of the screen. 1 in the backfield is Gaines. Here is Dazzo to throw. Check underneath. Wow, nice route there from Holder is good for 5.
Wow, nice route indeed. What a way to get open. There was no one open at the top of our screen there, but Holder was able to find his work his way underneath and get a big catch there to make this third manageable.
Check that. That was Lloyd Graham Jr., the tight end, his 18th catch of the year underneath. And that will set them up here for 3rd and a yard. They need 3 feet to move the chains. Gaines in the backfield, they'll give it to him. T-Roy Gaines through the middle and has the first down to midfield. Smooth as butter.
Keith Griffin Jr. is on the sideline asking, what game is this using? It's All-Pro 2K8, my friend.
A little bit dressed up, not as... it doesn't look as good right out of the box as our coaches and owners put a lot of time into the uniforms, and our producer, Cameron Irvine, puts a lot of time into the graphics. Picked underneath! Wow! Jumping the route, an incredible play. Nick Kindler takes that one for Denver.
Couldn't tell from the angle if that was too soft or too hard, but he didn't move up but about a yard back off the line of scrimmage. And just like that, he flipped the tide and shifted momentum right back into Denver's favor, trying to close out this half.
The Night Wings now have great field position at midfield. 4-4 look out of Baltimore. Miller going to change the play at the line. Short drop, sacked! Dropped immediately. Baltimore was in there with a hurry, and making the play was Chad Rowland.
Chad Rowland trying to shift momentum right back to his team after that play. This is his 2nd sack on the young season. None bigger than that one, trying to get Baltimore the lead going into the halftime.
4-2 look here out of the Vultures. Play action for Miller. Pressure coming, and he's sandwiched right there at the 41. High-low gets demolished there, and they're going to credit that sack to number 95, Tucker Lewis.
Tucker Lewis, along with his teammate, they're probably going to end up giving him a half a sack on that one. That's his 4th coming into this season. And wow, Baltimore with a chance to get off the field, not give up any points.
3rd and 19. You can't even see the first down marker on the right side of your screen. Miller takes a deep shot. Got it! Oh, he picks up the first down. What a way to silence this crowd. Logan Keel is right there.
Silence the crowd indeed. He took a beating knowing he was going to get hit when he caught that ball, but he stood tall, made the reception, and moved these chains. And wow, you're right. He silences this crowd.
Right in front of the defensive back, Himes, who took away the interception on the last drive. Baltimore had trouble there. They had Denver against the ropes, but could not knock him out. Miller going to throw again across the middle. Caught. That play is made to the 22. Catch made there by Jeremy Mosley, the tight end.
Denver has come out and run in this formation several times today. You wonder just how many plays they have in the playbook, because we've seen this one early and often. Baltimore counted with a cover 4, but was unable to come down with the pat down.
Denver running a lot of single back today. McChesney is the lone back. Haven't heard from him too much today. Miller going to throw. They'll dump it out to McChesney on this left-hand side, and McChesney will pick up 5.
He got a great block from Bryce Battle as well to get him a few extra yards there, Andy.
McChesney averaging about 6.4 yards per reception this season. Today, he's got 3 catches for 13 yards. Mills outperforming him in yards per catch, albeit with just 1. Play action for Miller. Pressure coming! Got it away and avoids the sack. Chad Rowland was coming around that edge with some fury.
Denver has called play action about 4 or 5 times today. Each time, with the occasion of the one that got on my first down, Baltimore has been ready for it. You can tell they spent a lot of time in the coach's room this week prepping for this offense.
Another 3rd down here. 5 yards needed. Denver, 5 of 6 today on 3rd down. They need to get to about the 11. Here is the play action from Miller. Dumps underneath. That is caught, and sliding out of bounds is Giacomo Jones. 1st and goal at the 8.
Giacomo Jones maybe heard us. He got tired of us talking about how we were limiting their 3rd down offense with play action. Comes up with a big catch there to move the chains.
Baltimore's defense trying to hold Denver to just 3 here. The epitome of bend but don't break. Here is a 4-2 look out of the defense. Heavy set out of Denver. Here is the give, left side. McChesney ran down from behind.
He got ran down from behind because the right defensive end played smart football right there, keeping his outside shoulder free, not letting McChesney get outside where that play was designed to go. Brought him back to his help.
Tucker Lewis with the tackle will send us right to the 2-minute warning. Denver 7 knocking on the door. Baltimore 10 trying to hold on to the lead. We'll be right back. It's the Simulation Football League Week 4 action on 11 Sports and for the fans. Two minutes to play here in this first half. 7 for Denver, 10 for Baltimore. Miller under center on 2nd and goal. 4-4 out of Baltimore. Here's the give to McChesney. He'll get a couple. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
You can see Baltimore right there. Try to pinch down inside. Wasn't quite able to get in there, but they held McChesney to a short gain nonetheless.
Defense chant going around here in Baltimore. 3rd and goal. Nickel look out of the Vultures. Here is Miller. Going to throw short side. Caught. Touchdown. Denver. They find their way into the end zone. Logan Keel with the grab.
Logan Keel has been efficient all season. As we stated, comes out the out route. No one is over there to cover it. Touchdown, Denver. And that's got to be demoralizing for Baltimore as they were dominating since that big play for a touchdown.
Needed one play there. Couldn't get it. And Denver jumps right back out in front, 13-10. They will try and make it a 4-point game here with the Kramer-Jackman extra point. Eddie, these teams have gone back and forth. It really feels like a heavyweight fight with the way these guys are giving body blow after body blow around here, right? You know something about boxing.
Way back in my day when I was your age, Andy, not so much these days, but yeah, they're going back and forth. I thought it'd be a bit of a more high-scoring contest, but Baltimore with this slow up-tempo offense has something to say about that, trying to limit this Denver offense.
Speaking of boxing, we have two of our great statisticians in the booth with us, Benjamin Warner, along with someone who should be a boxer, Mark Chisholm, just with the sheer height and intimidation factor. I think Chisholm would win quite a few boxing matches. I tell you what, if I was up against him, I'd throw the towel in early. Here is Giovanni Bolt spinning his way backwards. Luckily for Baltimore, they'll give him forward progression, although I don't know if they're supposed to there, Eddie.
Yeah, in other leagues, he would be tackled right there, and they would mark him around the 4-yard line where he was tackled at because he reestablished his self-control there, and that should have been a lot worse field position for Baltimore.
I'm sure Denver's not very happy with that spot, but Baltimore fans are going, oh yeah, he definitely got to the 19. Here is the give on first down to Gaines on the left side with room. Gaines, first down and more out to the 36. Now they'll go hurry up.
A minute and change left. Baltimore looking to
They're going to throw again. Dazzo will dump this one underneath. Tipped up and incomplete. Oh, no. That was dangerous. Sliding to try and make the pick was Wiseman.
Yeah, that's sure got his hand on that one, and that would have been disaster for Baltimore had they come down with that football.
"17 yards on that opening run from T. Roy Gaines equals the combined rushing yards of all previous carries in the game. So Gaines really opening it up here to end the second half. On 2nd and 10, though, Dazzo almost gave that football away. Richie Leopold will want that one back.
Yeah, he does, and I'm not sure what's going on with Dazzo today, but a couple of ill-advised decisions here to close out this half. He's a veteran. We expect more of him than this.
Third and 10, another pivotal third down here for Baltimore as Denver could potentially get the ball back here. Dazzo, pressure coming, fires underneath, caught, having to come back for it was Irvin. He'll lose 4.
Teddy Farmer almost took that one to the house, and that's why that ball went sailing wide, because I think Joe saw it just as he was getting ready to throw it and decided to throw it wide, because Denver, second time they jumped these routes today and almost took that one to the house.
And they will have to send on Pablo Gates to kick this one away. And Irvin went out of bounds, and so therefore the clock was stopped. Punt is away, and Denver will have 3 timeouts and roughly 40 seconds to work with. Battle will only get this one to the 40 or to the 30. So it'll be first down from the 47-yard line. And when you look at the Jack Stats information on the bottom of the screen, over-under set at 64.5. We're at 24 so far. So in theory, Eddie, lots of scoring yet to come. They have Baltimore as the 4-point favorite at home. So far, it's Denver with the 4-point lead on the road. Let's see if they can add 2. Miller, play action, dumps underneath. Caught there by R.E. Mills. That's a pickup of 9.
R.E. Mills is one of the better pass catchers in the SFL in terms of fullbacks. Every year he just seems to make big plays out of this passing game, out of this play action game for Denver.
Mills, the 6th round rookie out of Lincoln. Favorite song is "A Milli" by Lil Wayne. No, not really, but it just kind of fits with his last name, so we'll make it work. Miller going to throw. We'll dump it out to McChesney off this left-hand side. McChesney has the first down to the 45. Now they're going to go hurry up, and Eddie, they're going to get caught in this formation.
Yeah, he should have got out of bounds.
Baltimore player a little slow to get up there, and they're going to let him get back to his spot, which is very kind of Josh Miller in this offense. He'll dump it out here to McChesney. Has to catch it and turn back inside, and waiting for him there was Chad Rowland.
I'll be burning time out here, but perhaps they got other ideas. Just happy to go into halftime with the lead.
They will give McChesney left side with blockers. Oh, McChesney cut down. And
I thought McChesney would have been better off staying outside there, Andy, but
yep.
maybe
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
And there is a look at Jeremy Vega, the head coach, back on the sidelines for Denver. Won a championship with Josh Miller and then retired and came back. A little bit of a Conor McGregor situation, but back on the sidelines here, has his team at 3-0. And on 3rd and 10, they got 3 seconds left, and they'll line up the Hail Mary, Eddie. And these usually go one of a couple ways: a sack, an out-of-bounds throw, a touchdown, or an interception. Here is Miller, pressure coming, avoids the sack, throws off his back foot. It's a high bomb, not even going to get to the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete.
That ball has so much air up under it. My goodness, it looked like a rainbow.
Hey, he threw that one 60 yards in the air and only 20 yards down the field. That will take us to the end of the first half. Nightwings in front, 14-10. Eddie, it was an interesting first half, back and forth, both teams with a pick. Break it down for us.
Baltimore came out dominating this game in terms of time of possession, as we stated earlier. Denver likes to control the clock, keeping their offense on the field via the pass game and the run game, as they're productive via both categories. But Baltimore has something to say about that with their short, methodical passing game, keeping Josh Miller on the sideline, somewhere he doesn't want to be, standing next to his head coach. But and everything was looking great for him until all of a sudden they came out, hit him with a big 7-step drop over the top to Irie Irvin for a long touchdown, threw everyone off guard with that play. All the momentum was going their way until that pick turned the momentum right back into Denver's favor. They were able to take the lead coming into this half, and they pretty much evened up these total number of plays ran, and they're looking to capitalize and walk away this game with a win on the road and bring these fans home unhappy.
Halftime stats: Mark Chisholm and Benjamin Warner in the stat trucks for us. Mike Dazzo, 21 of 28 for 170 yards. Josh Miller, 17 of 24, 182 yards for him. Leading receiver for both teams, Ivory Irvin, 9 receptions, 101 yards, and that huge touchdown, which Eddie just mentioned. Running game, not really a factor so far today. 3 carries for T. Roy Gaines for only 6 yards. McChesney, 8 attempts for 14 yards. And on the defensive side, Richie Leopold leads both teams in tackles with 4. And in terms of sacks, 3 players have 1 sack, but Chad Rowland 2 tackles for loss. And the interceptions go to Marvin Himes and Nick Kindler. That Kindler play was incredible, Eddie, jumping back on a short route to take that one away.
It was. You don't see too many defensive coordinators dial up that defense. Only ones I can think of off the top of my head is St. Louis, who runs that kind of dangerous defense. But it's high risk, high reward, and when you can pick those plays off, they normally lead to pick sixes. They were able to corral them there. But I'm a bit surprised by the score here at halftime. Denver comes in first in the SFL in terms of 35 points per game scoring. Baltimore is right behind them, scoring 30 points a game, ranking 6th. But both these defenses have come to play today and looking to prove that despite their early numbers on defense, that they're more than capable of slowing down these offenses.
Denver gets the ball to start this second half, and Bryce Battle will bring it out to the 22-yard line. And let's take a look at some of those rankings for Denver.
Denver coming in, like we said, 35 points per game. That's first, along with their passing game with 447. My goodness. total yards per game. That's ridiculous. 5 rushing TDs. That's third. McChesney already has one here today, giving him 6 on the season.
1st and 10. Split backs here to start this second half out for Denver. They're going to go to the air. Out route there is caught by Keel. Pickup of 7.
Logan Keel picking up right where he left off in the first half, being productive. Gets another catch here in the very first play of the second half.
Let's go through the Baltimore defense for you. I don't think we did earlier. Chad Rowland, Cyron Yates the 4th, Nate Brown, and Tucker Lewis make up this 4-man defensive line. Frank Smith and Joe Dazzo, along with the rookie Nolan Pierce, are the linebackers. Marvin Himes, Ben Stackenpaper, and Chris Dodd are the cornerbacks. Giovanni Bolt and the veteran Troy LaShaw, back on the SFL gridiron, are the safeties. Here is the give to McChesney, and he is cut down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing.
Yeah, despite both these teams being ranked in the middle of the pile in terms of total defense, Baltimore is 3rd best in terms of third down efficiency, 65%.
And that will set them up for a pivotal 3rd down here. Twins to the top of the formation. Slot man wide open. Miller going to dump it off to McChesney. Mills does not make a block, and McChesney is stopped short of the line to gain.
True to form, it takes a gang tackle to bring that big man down. And Baltimore improving on that third down efficiency, getting McChesney to the ground, short of the sticks.
Well, and the fullback missed the block there that would have potentially sprung McChesney. And instead, Denver will have to punt. Baltimore gets a stop. On to kick this one away. Kick is going. Bolt will be the return man. It looks like he will bring this one back. Bolt, little stop and go. Bolt, spin move, still on his feet. Giovanni Bolt out to the 44, dancing and dangerous. And Baltimore has the ball at their own 44. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of football when we return on 11 Sports and for the fans. Back here in Baltimore, Maryland, Andy Hamilton along with Eddie Gage in the booth, live for the second half. Dazzo pressured, will fire out of bounds. That catch made for 4. And Eddie, let's look at Week 4 scores brought to you by ScoreStream. Jacksonville losing in Arizona yesterday, 38-17. Florida beats Houston at home, 27-21. The St. Louis Gladiators go on the road and get a 17-point win, 20-3 over the Tulsa Desperados. And the Lone Star Glory get the win at home, 23-10 over their in-state rivals, Fort Worth. And then here today, Denver over Baltimore, 14-10 so far. Dazzo fires underneath, tipped away and incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Big deflection there because that looked like a completion there when at first glance. He had his back to the football. They would turn around, locate it, and bat it down.
Play, I think, was made by Adam Wiseman. I would have to double check the number, but I think it was Wiseman who got a hand to it.
It was.
And that'll set up. Thank you, Eddie. I really enjoy the positive reinforcement from you. 2 bump here out of Denver. Dazzo throws. Oh, wow! Left the linebacker in the dust. What a route there from Daley Holder, the veteran.
That's a mismatch right there. The snap of the ball, he runs an arrow route, which makes it even harder for him to cover him. And that's an easy pitch and catch there for Baltimore.
Man, that linebacker looked like me at a Walmart trying to figure out what the heck I want to buy. Just didn't know where to go. Shotgun look here for Dazzo. Another bump formation out of Denver. Dazzo gonna throw. Fires on the check down. Ooh, incomplete. That looked like a drop there out of the receiver.
As a big time drop there. DeAndre Fields, 6 feet 200, looking to get downfield before he caught the pass. You got to catch the ball first, young fella, one step at a time.
And there is a look at defensive end. Michael Rochester had his first sack earlier in the game. Let's see if he can make an impact here in these later hours of the game. Two in the backfield, give up the middle to T-Roy. Gaines stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play made there. I think that was Des Stroyer himself.
He's been living in the backfield a number of times throughout this contest. T-Roy Gaines probably getting a little bit frustrated by the lack of carries, but there's a lot of football left.
3rd and 11. Both teams are 7 of 10 on 3rd down. Here is Dazzo going to fire. Corner right side, caught. First down, a huge grab by Mac Chima.
Mac Chima, I love his name. I always have. To me, he got one of the better names in the NFL. He's playing up to par thus far with a deep corner route to keep the chains moving for Baltimore and get him back in the lead.
Sets them up at the 14-yard line, knocking on the door. Can Baltimore retake the lead from the clutches of these Denver Nightwings? 3 receivers wide, a nickel look out of Denver. Dazzo fires underneath. That is caught for 6. Tough catch.
Tough catch indeed. I would like to see that pass go over to T-Roy Gaines. It would have been a pitch and catch and a run to the end zone. A race to the end zone had he come down with that one.
Second and 4 from Denver's 8-yard line. You can just smell the end zone from here. Bump and run for Denver. Dazzo going to throw. Dazzo fires out of bounds, caught by Irvine. First down. Irvin, I should say.
He was able to corral the football and turn around and get upfield. Very athletic play. I thought he was headed out of bounds, but he was able to tighten up those quad muscles, stop on the dime, turn around, and pick up the first down.
That will set them up here. They just need 3 yards. It might be T-Roy Gaines' time. 1 in the backfield. Denver has a ton of guys in the box. They're walking a safety up. They're going to play bump. Here's the give to Gaines off the right side. No good. Wiseman is there, and he's wise to that play.
Yeah, he only has one responsibility on that alignment, and that's to keep his outside shoulder free and not let nothing past him. T-Roy didn't have a chance.
Sets them up 2nd and goal. T-Roy Gaines, as much of a receiving threat as he is a running threat, has 3 receiving touchdowns on the season. Look for him via the air or the ground here within the 5. Dazzo gonna throw, pumps once, fires underneath. Yes, touchdown, Baltimore, fighting for it. Ivory Irvine finds 6.
Wow, it looked like he's going to be short of the sticks, and when they came to corral him, somehow he was able to muscle his way through there, and they say the football crossed the goal line before his knee hit. That was a bang-bang play. I wasn't quite so sure he crossed. Let's get a look in the replay, Andy.
Kindler got him, and Irvin, it's about as close as it gets. Might be worth the challenge for Denver.
Yeah, that was really close. I thought he was just short, but it doesn't look like they're going to challenge it.
Denver looks content to let them have the points here, not fight it too much. And Irvin, I mean, what a strong man play, Eddie. That is going to make the highlight reel just for the sheer strength to be able to carry those guys in. Kick on the way from Tarkington is good. It is 17-14. Baltimore regains the lead. We'll be right back. It's the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Don't go anywhere. Baltimore regains the lead here at home over the undefeated Denver Nightwings. Can the boys in white and blue answer? Kick is away. Bryce Battle to return this one. He'll bring it out and spin his way to the 19. Denver going to be backed up. And Eddie, these two teams look really similar today, both struggling to get the run going and both doing a decent job passing the football.
But they really don't have many attempts either, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought they would, but as we say, there's a lot of football left, and perhaps there's some tricks we haven't seen displayed yet.
Silly, Eddie. Tricks are for kids. Never mind. They didn't pay us to say that. 2 in the backfield for Miller. He's going to throw. He's going to take a corner route shot, and it's tipped away. Did not have the arm strength. Marvin Himes right there.
Thought that was a touchdown, Andy, when the ball was first still in the air, but perhaps he must have ate his Wheaties this morning. He was able to climb the ladder and bat that ball down.
That'll set them up 2nd and 10. Why not take a shot on first down by 3? It almost worked out. 4 receivers split out, trips to the top of the formation here. McChesney, the lone back. They will play action. Miller going to dump it down underneath to R.E. Mills, and Mills has 7 more.
We've seen that play a number of times today, and Mills has been the beneficiary of it.
Mills, the rookie, making an impact here in his first season. Let's see if he can help on this 3rd and 3 from the 26. Bunch formation, bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Baltimore looks like they're playing some form of man defense. Miller under center. He will look to throw. Miller going to take a shot down the field, tipped up and almost picked off. And right there to almost make the play was Troy LaShaw. Logan Keel was the intended target on the go route.
He's got to come down with that football and give the ball back to his offense, Andy.
Well, they're going to get the ball back to the offense based on the incompletion on 3rd down. Lily Long will send it to punt. But field position-wise, you are correct. That would have been very beneficial for Baltimore. Giovanni Bolt almost broke one last time. Baltimore almost gets the block that time. Let's see what Bolt can do. Just a fair catch at the 36. And I tell you what, lots of rookies, Eddie, today making plays. If you are sitting at home and think, oh my gosh, I want to be a rookie in the SFL, you can get your player position locked and loaded today through our Discord server. For the SFL Minor League, we're now up to 12 teams, and there's more opportunities than ever to be the player you always wanted to be. Join our Discord community through simulationfl.net. Our 2nd SFL Minor League season starts in October as T. Roy Gaines breaks off a big run to the 47. What a run for him.
Yeah, he had to make a couple of wiggles to get through that traffic, but T. Roy, man, vision isn't the gift of every running back, but T. Roy is one of the best. And as you see here in the replay, he had to wiggle through a lot of traffic to get that first down.
Trying to get that guy going, and it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 47. Gaines 6'1", 220, his 5th season in the SFL, averaging 6 yards per carry this season coming into this game. Dazzo here will fire, tipped up and nearly taken away. Wiseman almost got his hands on that one.
Yeah, Dazzle made a number of ill-advised throw hits so far today, but he's only, been victimized, a lot less often than he should have, and he's got to get this turned around before this becomes a nightmare for his team.
Interesting route concept there, Eddie. Both receivers were within a yard of each other, which makes it very tough for your quarterback to try and fit that ball in a window.
Yeah, it makes it that much easier to defend because there's not as much space between those receivers. Got to clean that up.
2nd and 10, 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Dazzo, oh no, knocked away at the last second. I thought the catch was made, but instead coming in to make the hit was Josh Vasquez.
Yeah, he hit him right as he was trying to bring the ball into his chest and knock that ball out of there. Big 3rd down and 10 coming up for Baltimore.
Baltimore trying to extend their lead, and just goes back to show you that 3rd down offense as important as ever. 4 wide, a dime look out of Denver. T-Roy, the lone back, offset to the left. Here is Dazzo going to throw. Out route. Short of the sticks.
Not going to get it done, but perhaps it was the pass rush that was on his mind. But with this opportunity, they get a chance to pin Denver deep into their own end and try to, get this ball back, forcing Denver to close down on that playbook selection.
Pablo Gates is on to kick this one away with 4:30 and ticking here in the third quarter. Snap back, punt on the way. Price Battle stands at his own 8. He's going to bring this one back across the 20 to the 22. And when we come back, Denver back on offense, trying to retake the lead. Can the Vultures hold them out? It's the SFL Week 4 action on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Well, from one strong safety to another, Troy LaShaw almost made the play last time. Eddie, he's been making plays his whole career.
He definitely has, including season in which he had 15 interceptions. And when I found out he was coming out of retirement, I got to be honest with you, I got a little bit concerned because he's catching up on my career interception numbers, and I don't want him getting anywhere close. So the day I retire, I know it's only a matter of time before he gains on me. As you can see by the video here, he's been around for quite some time. And LaShaw, if he decides to retire again, I'll be sure to send you a present.
Had 15 interceptions, including those 2 in the playoffs against Mexico City. That is still the SFL record for the most in a single season. 15 still stands to this day. Here is the give to McChesney. McChesney still churning the legs, picks up 7.
I would like to see both of these teams utilize their running backs more often and take some of the pressure off these quarterbacks. McChesney is a weapon that you got to take advantage of.
R.E. Mills with a good block there, running through a defensive end as well to kind of clear the path. We'll set them up on 2nd and 3, and also Gene Benazzi and D'Amico Ryan also assisting with the blocking there. Want to make sure we shout them out as well. Here is another give to McChesney. McChesney, first down and more. McChesney, he's across midfield. He's still got the legs. Jared McChesney's going to go the distance. That baby's in the crib. Touchdown, Denver. They retake the lead.
It's only a matter of time. You got to continue to feed these tailbacks. Denver said enough is enough and decided to feature McChesney on this drive, and he takes advantage of that opportunity with the long scoring touchdown, taking off the tackle of Dazzo to spring him.
Finesse back, no thank you. I'll take power as Jared McChesney runs his way to the lead. What a powerful run. I just watched some guys get knocked to the shadow realm, as T-Roy Gaines would say.
Coming into this game, he came into the league 9th, and yards per carry with 5.3. You were just wondering, it's only a matter of time before Denver began to feed him.
And you could hear a pin drop in this stadium here in Baltimore. The fans are just shocked that their defense got demolished like that, Eddie.
Yeah, with this extra point pen and a 4-point lead, still a lot of football left, but the way their offense has been, producing, you just wonder if it's going to shake the confidence of this team.
21-17, Denver on top now. Andy Hamilton along with Eddie Gage in the booth for you here. Baltimore and Denver. The Night Wings coming in at 3-0. The Baltimore Vultures at 2-1 are on a 2-game winning streak as well. So 5 wins in a row for these teams after Baltimore had a opening night loss to Atlanta. Kick on the way. Bolt will take a knee in the end zone. Nice kick from Kramer Jackman. Plenty of strength on that one. They haven't used him in the field goal game today, Eddie, but kickoffs-wise, he is really pinning Baltimore deep.
Showing you another reason why kickers are people too. They are just as valuable. And anytime you can keep Giovanni Bolt from returning kicks, you've done your job.
1st and 10 from the 20 here. 2 receivers out. A 3-4 look out of Denver. Here is the throw from Dazzo. Dazzo taking a deep shot. Incomplete. Was trying to find Ivory Irvin.
Same play they dialed up earlier. This time, Denver was ready for it. And can believe it or not, that is his 16th target today, Andy.
They have been trying to find Irvin all day today with a mixed bag of results. Second and 10 here from the 20. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and a free play. They'll give to Gaines off this bottom side. Gaines will pick up 8. They might let that stand.
Yeah, that's always a tough decision to make. Do you take the first down, 1st and 5, or do you take the 8 yards, make it 2nd and 2?
Neutral zone infraction, number 56. Defense.
Some young players jumping off sides there for Denver. That was Marlon Marshall, the rookie 2nd-round pick out of Birmingham.
Yeah, they're going to decline the penalty and make this 2nd and 2. T-Roy couldn't be happier. They like to keep those stats padded.
Keep those numbers right. Right, Eddie?
That's right. That's right.
Pro formation. 2 in the backfield. Dazzo to throw. Dazzo going to deliver an open ball right across the middle. Nice throw and catch. I believe that's Ivory Irvin again. Started out with 11 of his first targets being caught, just 3 of 6 on the last 6.
None easier than that one. He was wide open. Credit to the offensive line for giving him the time to find him.
And that'll put them up to the 49-yard line, just short of midfield. And now they're going to go heavy. Looks like they might try and get Gaines involved here. 3-4 look out of Denver. They're going to throw. Toss out to Gaines on the top side with a blocker. Gaines, 1 man down, and he will have the first down to the 41.
Gaines is a balance back this season, transitioning over, and man, did he use it on that play. Just kind of did a skip to my left type deal and was able to elude the defender to pick up a few extra yards. Oh, look at that.
To the left. Eddie, everything T-Roy Gaines owns is in a box to the left.
Richie Leopold put on the wrong end of the highlight reel on that play.
Pro formation, 2 in the backfield again. Here is Dazzo to throw. Going to dump out the Gaines off this right side. T-Roy Gaines through 2. Oh, and then he gets punished himself. Nice hit there on the back end.
T-Roy made 1 man miss, but there, as you're right, he didn't get a chance to protect himself and took a big hit there.
Blandcheck lays the cross check there on T-Roy, and it'll set up 3rd and 3 here at the 34. Under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd. 3-4 look out of Denver showing blitz. They will bring a blitz up the middle. Dazzo, excuse me. Wow, what a throw to Irvin right over the head of the defender.
Yeah, Matt Papano, I thought he was about to take that one to the house again. Denver saw something on film this week because they've been squatting on these underneath routes a lot since the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 from the 26. Heavy formation here again. Baltimore making a commitment to T-Roy Gaines on this drive. They'll dump it out to him. Oh, he can't hold on.
Wow. T-Roy dropped that one. That's unfortunate because he had at least 5-6 yards there had he come down with the football there, Andy.
He immediately pointed at someone else, Eddie. I don't know what anyone else did on that one, but T-Roy wanted to make sure that someone else did their job next time.
That reminds me of LeBron James. Anytime he screws up and he looks to his other teammates as if they did something wrong. No, young man, that was your fault.
He's like, if I catch that, you better make that block next time. Unbelievable. Dazzo in the gun here on 2nd and 10. Snap back. He's going to fire short side or far side. Excuse me. Irvin drags the feet. They got it. Irvin, wow.
If Baltimore managed to come back and win this game, he's going to get serious consideration for player of the game. 16 catches today.
Only had 25 through his first 3 games of the season. He is nearing doubling that in one game today, and we have a whole 4th quarter to go. High wing Jokers, they're going to give it right up the middle to Gaines, and he has the first down yardage to the 14.
Baltimore looking come away with points in the form of a touchdown rather than a field goal. 14 yards away from pay dirt. Can they do it?
And using quite a bit of this clock, making sure Denver is going to have as little time as possible. Now it looks like bump and run for the Night Wings. Dazzo is under center. One linebacker in. They will throw. Dazzo across the middle. Oh, fumbled. Ball still on the turf, and Denver comes up with it.
Denver has the football, but I believe Baltimore's going to challenge. I don't think he had possession of the football.
Des Troyer came up with it. Let's take a second look here, Eddie. Catch. Does he make a football move? Graham, I mean, he got demolished. That's a football move, but what do you think?
I don't think so. And I think this guy, if they challenge this play, I'm sure it's going to get reversed. But we've seen, I don't know, more shocking results. So we'll see. And yeah, there goes the challenge play.
Yeah, I was going to say they at least have to throw the flag. I don't know if you win it or not, but you at least have to throw the flag, right?
And credit goes out to Des Troyer for hustling down there 15 yards to pick up the loose ball.
We'll get a better angle here. I don't know. He might have got a foot down.
He might have got 2 down there, Andy. That might stand.
Let's take a look at what Stripes has to say, and that one is going to be overturned. Wow.
They did overturn it.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, it's a bang play. So at first glimpse, I didn't think he came down with it, and that's what the officials said they saw as well. So
that'll set him up 2nd and 10. It wipes Lloyd Graham Jr.'s reception off the board, and Denver going to run bump again here from their own 14. Dazzo has a little bit of time. We'll dump it out to Gaines, and no, they're going to say he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Which is better for them because he would have lost about a yard or 2 had he come down with it.
Yeah, T-Roy's going back to the huddle going, see, Mike, I told you I could catch it. And Dazzo's going to go, yeah, you were out of bounds. Thank goodness, because we would have preferred you drop that one, to be honest. Bunch formation here to the bottom. Pivotal 3rd and 10. It's the swing between 4 and 3 points potentially. Denver running bump. Here is Dazzo going to throw. Pressure coming. Dazzo evades one. Can he get the pass off? No, he throws it away and luckily saves the yardage and makes it an easier attempt for Tarkington.
That's a smart play by Dazzo there. I thought he was going to go down there, but he was able to stand up in the pocket and absorb the hit and get out of there and throw that football away.
And Shark Tarkington will come on to try and kick them to a single point away. And he has had quite the season. 7 for 7 so far. 1 for 1 today is long of 47. This a chip shot from about 21 yards. 30 yards, kick on the way and good. And Baltimore draws within a single yard. And when we look at all-time field goal attempts, we got 2 of the best in the game today.
Yeah, Kramer Jackman, has 103. Tarkington has 113. He's been around a bit longer, but Kramer is creeping up on him.
Jackman with the best conversion rate for kickers in the SFL, 99%. Has only missed 1 field goal in his career, and that was in a playoff game. Here is the return from Battle, bringing this one out across the 15 to the 22, and that is where Denver will come back out.
Yeah, Denver got to be proud of themselves for that defensive stand there, limiting Baltimore to a field goal. But you don't want them to get too much confidence. You want to try and put some more points on the board because it looks like both of these teams are starting to settle in offensively.
Jared McChesney with the long touchdown run of 71 yards on the last drive. He is 11 carries, 92 total yards today. They're going to feed him again. McChesney dropped in the backfield. They're in a hurry to make the play with Troy LaShaw. And that will take us to the end of the third. Get your fours up in the twitch.tv/FDF Next chat. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Back here to start the fourth in Baltimore. Andy Hamilton along with Eddie Gage for you. Week 4 SFL action. It doesn't get closer than this. A 1-point lead for the Denver Nightwings. 2 in the backfield here. Give to McChesney. McChesney off this right-hand side. Through one. McChesney stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches.
It looked like Baltimore might have got away with a face mask there, but be that as it may, McChesney was able to shake it off and come just short of that first down marker you were just talking about.
Strong stiff arm there. Might have been a block in the back as well on the back end of that play. Frank Smith makes the tackle in order to set them up here. 3rd and inches. If they can't get this, Baltimore going to get the ball back, trying to get off the field here. Another important 3rd down. Here is the give to McChesney. McChesney has it off the left-hand side. 1st down.
Yeah, Baltimore gets wrong on that one. They fan both their defensive ends to the outside. McChesney thinking the shortest path to the first down marker went straight up the 8 gap. Easy 1st down.
Four receivers wide, 4-2 look out of Baltimore. Two of their linebackers on the field. Miller, play action. Miller going to throw underneath. That is caught for 8.
R.E. Mills once again making a living. Hasn't gotten a single carry yet in his young career, but he's making up for it in the passing game.
2nd and 2. Trips to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. They are going to go play action again. Miller, out route. That one is somehow caught. They're going to call Giacomo Jones inbounds. It was about as close as it gets.
Play action. Denver Nightwings. You're going to play this team, you got to be prepared for it because you know it's coming, and they run it in a variety of ways.
Miller good at faking, and McChesney the back that you want to worry about when those type of plays come up. 4-2 look out of Baltimore. Ball at midfield. Miller, another play action play, will fire to the far side on the exact same play, and they pick up 8.
He had to get rid of the ball there as Baltimore actually brought the middle linebacker on a blitz. But Josh, he's a smart quarterback, saw it and got that ball out of there.
Giacomo Jones with another reception. That brings his total for the day up to 3. Here is Miller going to give it off to McChesney off this right-hand side. McChesney still on his feet, finally cut down by Dazzo at the 26.
Baltimore flooded the right side of the defensive line there with 3 additional linemen there. But McChesney saw it, cut to the right as that play was designed to go in the first place. And once he cleared that defensive end, it was daylight in front of him.
New set of downs here. 8:45 and ticking. Denver trying to take as much time off this clock as they can and score points. They are inside a field goal range from here. Miller stands alone in the gun. Here is the throw underneath. Incomplete. He was trying to find the receiver and could not fit it into that tight window. Defensive play there made by Marvin Johnstone.
6 feet 200. That's the second time this young man has batted the ball down today. He might be looking for a contract at the end of this game, Andy.
And anyone can get a contract. You can go from couch to field on Simulationfl.net. 2nd and 10 here, split backs for Denver. They will give it to McChesney right up the gut. McChesney will pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and an important 5 yards here.
Yeah, you wonder if the reason why Denver hasn't ran the ball so much today is because of this 4-4 look that Baltimore continues to display here today. But as of late, they decided to run the ball anyway and has gotten some production out of it.
4-2 look again. 3 receivers split out wide. Miller in the gun. McChesney sidecar left. Tight end on the top of the line. Here is McChesney to throw. Out route there is caught. First down yardage. He got the feet down in front of the sticks.
Giacomo Jones makes a living out of those sidelines, particularly on the left side, out of this play action game. But you got to be careful because sometimes he hits you deep on the post route as well.
First down from the 16, 7.5 minutes to go here. 4-2 nickel look out of Baltimore. Shotgun snap to Miller. Out route there is caught again by Jones, and they just are going to continue to go to that well until you defend it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Baltimore continues to drop back in the coverage, giving him that out route, and Giacomo Jones is more than happy to accept it.
Need to get to the 6-yard line in order to get a first down. 2 in the backfield. McChesney, the far back. Tight end here on the bottom of the formation. 4-4 look out of Baltimore. They have a lot of defenders on the bottom of the field. Here is the give to McChesney. McChesney doesn't get a yard. He's brought down right near the line of scrimmage. Play made by Pierce.
Stretch play ran that time. We haven't seen that too much from Denver today. They ran it this time.
Nolan Pierce, 6th-round rookie, makes the play there. Can they make another stop here on 3rd and 2 and hold Denver to just 3? Give left side, McChesney, walloped in the backfield. Denver's not going to get there. It's Nolan Pierce again.
Baltimore is having none of it. They're trying to stay in this ball game, and their defense stands tall once again, Andy. A 10-plus play drive for Denver, and they got to settle for a field goal attempt by Kramer Jackman.
Nolan Pierce had 2 tackles for loss this season coming in, gets almost 2 in a row to shut down the Night Wings in the red zone and force this Kramer Jackman field goal attempt. Snap down, kick on the way, and it is good. 24-20. Denver extends the lead on the leg of Kramer Jackman. Got it. Back here in Baltimore, Maryland, Denver has the lead over the hometown Baltimore Vultures. The Nightwings up 24-20 on the field goal attempt. If you're just tuning in, it's the Simulation Football League Week 4 action. Giovanni Bolt will bring this one out to the 24-yard line. And in terms of Week 4 action, there is still plenty to come. We had the I-35 shootout and plenty more action. Eddie, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to the Chicago-London game. Two offenses that are looking at, Chicago has a new head coach on offense as well. So this game I'm looking forward to seeing.
And Louisiana and Mexico City next on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Nice toss there by Dazzo. Has the first down yardage to the 34.
Look at that play. Dazzo only had about 5 yards of air between the ground and that ball hitting him dead in the chest. That was a rope.
Irvin has been balling today. 17 receptions, Eddie, 166 yards and 2 touchdowns.
But targets, he's just been efficient all day today.
Gains the lone back. Here is Dazzo going to throw again. Fires underneath. That catch is made for first down yardage. Lloyd Graham Jr.
Yeah, first time we called his name in a while, but he's been productive for Baltimore all season. As I said, he leads all. I think he's third. He's third in the SFL in targets for all tight ends.
5.5 minutes to play and ticking under Baltimore, the 4-point favorite here at home. Over under set at 64.5. We're at about 44 so far. Offsides, free play for Gaines, and he will get nowhere, so they will take that penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy decision there for this head coach. Take the 5 yards, 1st and 5, stops the clock. Just over 5 minutes left, Andy. This game is going to come down to the wire, it seems.
Yes, sir. This one coming down to the wire, and plenty more games coming here as we move on today through today's slate, including the crowd play game of the week, Louisiana and Mexico City at 4:30 Eastern. Your chance to win $1,000, Eddie. It's completely free to play. Anyone can play. All you have to do is get the Crowd Play app and tune in for that 4:30 p.m. Eastern game. But out of those, which are you looking forward to?
Oh, like I said, Chicago, London. I'm also looking forward to the Charleston-Portland game. There's a lot of trash talk going on in Gym Chat. That's going to be a game to watch as well.
Here is T. Roy Gaines, has the first down yardage, pass midfield to the Denver 44-yard line. Wiseman cleans it up, but Baltimore moving.
Baltimore is threatening, but they can't settle for 3, so they have to keep that in mind. They need a touchdown this drive, Andy.
This the 10th drive for Baltimore. They've ran 68 plays. This will be the 69th. 1 in the backfield, 2 receivers wide, 3-4 look out of Denver. Dazzo fires into lots of traffic, and it's picked off. I don't know how it was picked off, but the interception is made by Josh Vasquez.
Man, Andy, it's almost like he took a Superman dive toward that, and that's the last thing Baltimore needed this time. It looked like he tried to throw it low to protect his receiver, but it did not matter. Johnny on the spot picks up the interception, and that was a terrible decision once again by Joe Dazzo today.
4:08 to go, so not a lot of time. That error made by Dazzo is going to hurt this Baltimore team. Defense back on the field trying to get a stop. McChesney, the lone back, R.E. Mills, the fullback. They give to McChesney, and he will not get a yard. This Baltimore defense fires off the ball.
They aren't giving up on this game. They have all 3 timeouts at their disposal, looking to get Denver off the field and get the ball back to this offense.
That will set them up here, 2nd and 10. Time still rolling here. Baltimore has 9 members in the box. 3 in the backfield with McChesney. Miller going to take all the time he can. And off McChesney, blown up in the backfield.
I'm not quite sure if that's a run blitz or what, but that's the 2nd time today they've run this same play and got the same result out of it. I think it's a run blitz, but I'm not quite certain, but it sure looked like one.
3rd and 11 leads you believe that Denver has to go to the air here, and they got to make a big play. Shifting on the line. Josh Miller stands in the pocket. Or in the shotgun. Now in the pocket. Miller pressured. Sacked! Baltimore brings the heat, and they get to him. The sack made by Nate Brown will force a 3-and-out.
Baltimore was fortunate to not have to burn a single timeout. Nate Brown brings them down for his second sack on the season. They're going to get the ball back with about 2.5 minutes left in this contest with all 3 timeouts.
Bolt back to return with 2:40 to go. Lily Long stands at her own 10 to try and kick this one away. Baltimore looks to set up the return. Kick away from Long. Bolt gonna field it, and he will get a couple. It will set the Vultures up at their own 41-yard line. Eddie, a dangerous throw from Dazzo gets picked off by Vasquez, but it doesn't go anywhere. And I tell you what, if you want to have an official jersey, Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the SFL, and replica jerseys are out now. You can get your name on the back of your team's jersey or your fan favorite team's jersey and visit team stores and libraries for purchase options through sector6apparel.com. Visit simulationfl.net and just hit the shop button in order to find that stuff. Flip out here from Dazzo. Left side, Irvin continues his great day.
Irvin looking to capitalize on his performance. 18 catches, 179 yards, and 2 TDs. That catch was a big one as well. Man, Baltimore, the time is ticking. Joe Dazzo, a Hall of Fame quarterback, looking to close the show with a win and a touchdown late in this contest.
Lots of Baltimore fans here wearing 10 jerseys for Ivory Irvin. I might have to get myself one if he continues this day. Some incredible numbers from him nearing the century mark. He's got 180 yards on 18 catches. 2 in the backfield. T-Roy Gaines dots the I. Dazzo, 7-step drop. He's the deep. Got a man! Touchdown, Baltimore! They retake the lead with a huge play over the top. Row the boat, Vultures! You're in front!
Oh, how he got that wide open, I did not see it from the angle, but it looked like an out and up, and the cornerback just did not have the speed or foot quickness to be able to turn his hips and get around and catch up to him. And man, Baltimore said, the heck with draining the clock. We're going to go ahead and take this lead right now. Second big play of this contest via the running game. And now Denver find themselves down 3, extra point pending, trying to retake the lead or at least tie this ball game up and head to overtime.
Eddie, you like cheese? How about some mac? Mr. Chima puts the exclamation point on that drive, and Baltimore finds themselves in front. Shark Tarkington adds the extra point. It's a 3-point lead for the Vultures.
45-yard touchdown reception. We thought they were going to run some clock and eventually take the lead, but they decided to take the lead right now. Denver, 2:14 left on the road. Can they find a way to retake this lead, shock these fans, and send a message that, hey, we are now 4-0? We'll see.
All 3 timeouts for the Night Wings. Shark Tarkington to kick this one away to Bryce Battle. Battle going to field this in the end zone and actually bring it out. He is going to get across the 20, but not much further than that, down at the 21.
Oh, my goodness. Andy, big-time players make big-time plays. Can Josh Miller orchestrate this offense downfield and retake the lead or tie this football game up?
85.4 career QBR for Josh Miller. 89 touchdowns to 103 interceptions coming into today's contest. Can he lead this team to greatness? Miller fires on the corner out wide open. Oh, what a grab by Mosley.
My goodness. They came out in a man look, and he just saved the touchdown. The cornerback did.
Jeremy Mosley over the top opens up this Denver drive. Can they continue it? We'll be back after a short break. Back here in Baltimore, Andy Hamilton along with Eddie Gage, Week 4 Simulation Football League action. We have Mark Chisholm and Benjamin Warner doing the stats. Cameron Irvine producing the game for us. It's about to be a wild 2 minutes left here in this contest. 4-4 look out of the Baltimore Vultures. Josh Miller under center here for Denver. He's going to throw. Pressure dropped! Baltimore brought the blitz and they got to him.
Once again, they've been blitzing all day out of this look.
2nd and 14. Miller fires out route there. Caught Mosley. Picks up some of the yardage lost. It'll bring up 3rd and a manageable 7.
Yeah, but he did not get out of bounds, and this clock is going to continue to tick away. With 3 timeouts, it's not too much of a threat, but you want to get an up-tempo offense going.
Definitely 4-down territory at this point. This is going to most likely be the last drive for Denver. They're going to line up gun straight. Miller alone in the gun. 4-down lineman here. Miller going to throw. Fires. Caught. Left side. 1st down yardage.
Giacomo Jones with his 2nd catch inside the numbers. None bigger than that one.
3 points the difference between these two teams. Denver definitely using all the clock. Now down under a minute. They do not look pressured to keep this thing hurried up. Miller under center. And that'll be a 6-yard pickup. Here is Miller again, looking to throw. Miller fires down the middle. Pick ball! Intercepted! And Baltimore escapes! Giovanni Bolt with the pick!
Giovanni Bolt with the pick indeed, Andy. Oh my God, it's the play of the game. And I got to go back to the previous play when they line up in a 4-4 defense. They line up in in press man coverage out of 4-4 look. Frank Smith was beat on the play. Chris Dodd, back-to-back weeks, saves his teammates with the bat down. And Giovanni Bolt pays him back with the interception there. They're looking to burn off this clock. Denver with all 3 timeouts. This game isn't quite over yet, but that was a big statement there.
Just the 2nd pick for Giovanni Bolt this season. Here's the give to Gaines. Gaines still fighting. He picks up 6. Timeout Denver.
This game is not yet over, but if Baltimore can find a way to get a 1st down here, and they got the man to do it in T-Roy, they can pretty much wrap the gift up on this ball game.
They just need 4 yards to move the chains, and that would have essentially end it. Gaines stands behind 2 blockers. Dazzo under center. 3-4 look out of the Denver Nightwings. They're going to throw. They'll toss it out to Gaines on this left side. Gaines has the yardage. 1st down and more. T-Roy Gaines out to the 44, and that will do it.
That's going to do it. Denver only has 1 more timeout remaining, but there's only 24 seconds remaining on the play clock, on the game clock. This game is over. Baltimore's going to take a couple of kneel downs and end this game.
Giovanni Bolt with the pick, and T-Roy Gaines via the air finish this one out. Mike Dazzo and the Baltimore Vultures overcome the undefeated Denver Nightwings for a home victory.
Andy, I voted for Chris Dodd for Diva of the Week last week, and I'm probably going to vote him for Diva of the Week again this week, because I said earlier, he saved a touchdown, bailing out Frank Smith, who was beat badly on a corner route. But Chris Dodd was in man coverage. His man ran a 5-yard hitch. He saw that his teammate was beat, dropped back in the covers to help him out, batted that ball away. There was a sure touchdown. And Denver with a score and took a 4-point lead.
One final kneel down will do it. Mike Dazzo, 39 of 56 today for close to 70% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, and Josh Miller with the late interception there. Giovanni Bolt capitalizes and finishes on this game, and Baltimore knocks off Denver at home.
Tough win. These 2 Titans went back and forth all day today. Baltimore came out with a slow offense, keeping Denver off the field, methodically moving the ball down the field. Denver, the champions they are, fought their way back into this contest with big play drives themselves, was able to come back, but Baltimore battle-tested, season after season, year in, year out, with this tough coaching staff, able to put together a game plan and come back via big play drives, retook the lead and was able to seal it with a Giovanni Bolt touchdown.
Lots of highlights in this game. Some big touchdown throws from Mike Dazzo. There he finds Mac Chima. He found him later in the game for a huge touchdown down the sideline. Ivory Irvin, 18 receptions, 180 yards, and 2 touchdowns. T-Roy Gaines finishes with 10 attempts, 49 yards. And for Baltimore, the victory is in their back pocket. For Denver, some good performances as well. 20 attempts, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns for Jared McChesney. 6 receptions, 78 yards for Logan Keel. Josh Miller, 29 of 40 for 286 yards. Interceptions by Nick Kindler and Josh Vasquez. On the Baltimore side, picks for Marvin Himes and Giovanni Bolt. Shark Tarkington, 2 for 2. Kramer Jackman, 1 for 1. And Eddie, if you had to pick a player of the game, who would you pick?
Oh, come on. That's easy pickings, Andy. I'm going with Ivory Irvin. 18 catches on 21 targets with a long of 63, including 2 touchdowns. You can't even count one of those targets that was missed toward him because Dazzle threw the ball out of bounds. This game ball goes to Ivory Irvin, no doubt.
Could also take Mac Chima with that late touchdown, which sealed it, or Giovanni Bolt, 2 impact players. Dazzo also had really good numbers, almost 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, a 91.7 QBR. There's the late interception that you saw to seal it, and Bolt with a decent return as well. And Baltimore escapes with a 3-point victory. Eddie, your final thoughts?
Mike Dazzo with 56 pass attempts. My goodness, I can't even imagine myself doing that. But they were confident. They had a game plan. They stuck to it, and they walk away with a W at home to send Denver home undefeated no longer.
Well, for all of us here at the Simulation Football League, that's it for Week 4 action from Baltimore. Don't go anywhere. Week 4 action continues throughout today. For Eddie Gage, I'm Andy Hamilton. Thank you guys for joining in. Stay tuned for more football action.
Arizona, I love y'all. Thanks for coming. Good night. Drive home safely.